Hello everybody and welcome to another Ankudinova reaction video on Peace Beats with Dan Blackwell. This is another one that was recommended to me by Constantine in the comments. Thank you so much, Constantine, and I really appreciate all the information and everything you've been telling me about Diana has been so informative and I really appreciate it. This song is called In My Huge City, the official lyric video. And I'm really excited to get into this. I'm loving listening to Diana's original work, her composition, and you know how she kind of puts lyrics together and her melodies. It's also interesting as a composer. I'm always fascinated to hear what kind of music comes from unique minds from special musicians such as Diana. And in the future, I would love to attempt composing something in Diana's style, you know. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be playing around with compositions in Diana Ankudinova's style very, very soon. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you lot. So let's get straight into this. This is In My Huge City.
В огромном городе моем ночь, из дома сонного иду прочь, и люди думают, жена, дочь, а я запомнила одну ночь. Июльский ветер мне метет путь, и где-то музыка в окне чуть. Ах, нынче ветру до зари дуть, сквозь стенки тонкие груди в грудь.
Oh, where are we going? I like this a lot. It has a bit of a lo-fi vibe to it, very, very laid back in the beat. I love the snare sound, this real like sound going on. It's very there's a sort of a slight influence from hip hop beats a little bit in the way it's kind of produced and put together. But I love these sort of e-piano synth sounds going on that are kind of rising up and swelling, and Diana's choice of melody with her sort of unique voice, she goes in directions that are always kind of unexpected and very different from how most people would usually write. She goes kind of low where most people would go up, you know, so it's kind of, she's going down this line and tends to go down here more than kind of set the bass and then rise from it. She likes to go low from setting her sort of, you know, the bass register where she's singing. And she does go up as well, but it makes it that much more kind of unpredictable and exciting, you know. Let's I feel we're rising up now and about to hit the chorus, I think. So let's see where this goes. So it's quite trance-esque, and we've sort of, it's like more of a dance music kind of drop that it built into there. We had this rising up reversed piano sound into it, but instead of it going bam, it kind of dropped down into these kind of synths, and then electric guitar was kind of interweaving with those synths and making these interesting kind of like crunchy sounds underneath, and it all kind of rose up and then just eased back into the verse. I wouldn't be surprised if the next chorus or the last chorus we see the beat come in harder, like straight away, and maybe faster. I feel like it might pick up. But I don't know for sure. And you notice in the chorus they've gone for more of a live drum sound as well, which sort of they've brought it all together to make it feel seamless, like you wouldn't really notice. They've done that by sort of having this space at the first part of the chorus where it's just kind of open, and then when the beat comes back in, it's more like driving, more organic, and I think that just kind of aids to the feeling of it. But then we've slid back into the verse drums, back into the verse beat and back into this kind of more chilled, lo-fi, laid back, kicked back kind of rhythm we've got.
Огни, как нити золотых бус, ночного листика во рту вкус. Освободите от дневных уз. Друзья, поймите, что я вам снюсь. Я вам снюсь. Есть черный тополь в окне, свет и звон на башне, и в руке цвет. И шаг вот этот никому вслед идти. Вот это меня в огромном городе моем ночь.
I love about this huge city and kind of feeling lost in a big city, but the kind of the instrumental sounds of this, they really give you that feeling of like city lights in the dark, don't they? If you close your eyes and listen to it, I feel like I'm kind of driving around a big city at night, is the feeling the instrumental is giving me. And Diana's use of her voice, she's not just kind of using different vocal techniques at different stages of the song, she's putting different emotion into her voice. Like sometimes it's very delicate and vulnerable, and then sometimes the emotion is very passionate and strong, and everywhere in between it's kind of cycling through those. And that's what Diana does so well, is really puts feeling into the way she sings. And I think that's what really makes it stand out, as well as these little changes in the melody. She might be going around a sort of recurring melody, but she puts all these little changes into it, these little maybe a little trill somewhere, a little note that kind of ooh, you know, where it wasn't before. And again, always unexpected, always there's nothing predictable about her songwriting, which is something I really enjoy.
В огромном городе моем ночь, из дома сонного иду прочь, и люди думают, жена, дочь. Я запомнила одну ночь, Есть черный тополь в огне, свет и звон на башне, и в руке цвет.
Now, we've had harmonies throughout this song and they've come in beautifully, but what happened here is the two voices, the two vocal tracks really parted ways and went in two different directions. And she's got her main vocal, and then the other vocal has taken off and is doing counter melodies, interweaving on the higher registers around what she's singing. And, you know, this is something you've kind of got to listen to twice to really give attention to both. I got a little bit caught there with the backing vocal, the higher register vocal, because it was really going off in beautiful, it was like a flower just like blooming, wasn't it? It just rose and swelled and then started cruising around. Have a listen to the backing vocal here.
Вот этот
нет. Wow. That was beautiful. And the shadow is there, but I'm not. These kind of dreamy vocals sit so beautifully in the mix with the instrumental, and Diana really knows how to kind of adapt her voice for different sort of vibes and feelings that the instrumental is doing. She always kind of really diversifies her style to match the energy of what she's singing to. Really, really beautifully. She's certainly not one-dimensional, is she? She has so many voices, so much emotion, so much melodic complexity, and I really enjoy her lyrics as well. They're not they're not straightforward, and they leave a lot to the imagination. I feel they're very interpretive. Like, there's a lot you can do with her lyrics and apply them to different stories, you know, which I really, really love in a lyricist, is when they're able to kind of create worlds with their lyrics and create atmospheres and just sort of bring you in, and you can kind of interpret it as you want to, rather than it being a direct, this means this. It's like, what does it mean to you? How do you feel? How do you take these lyrics? What images do they conjure in your mind's eye? You know, it reminds me of Kate Bush. She reminds me of Imogen Heap. And these are both massive compliments. But it feels like she's taken influences from the greats, you know, in her sort of development as a musician, hasn't she? And as a singer, and totally found her own unique sound and own style. I'd be interested to know, like, for certain, like, what her influences are. I don't know if she said this in an interview or anything. Like, who is Diana Ankudinova's favorite musician? That's always an interesting question with musicians, isn't it? Because it gives you insight into what they listen to, what they love, and what inspires them. So if you know the answers to that, do let me know in the comments. I'm very much looking forward to checking out more Diana. It's really, every time I hear one of her songs, it sort of enters my day-to-day playlist, you know. Really, really, really beautiful atmospheric music. If you enjoy my reaction videos, do hit the subscribe button. Be sure to like, comment, share. And I also have a Patreon for only $1 a month, which has many more videos than on YouTube. I'm constantly uploading to, both reactions and sleep mixes and original music. Only $1 a month. And if you'd like to make a request, I also have a Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd like early access to reactions and exclusive content, I also have a $5 a month YouTube membership, and I'd love to see you in the community. As always, everybody, take care of yourselves. Until next time, peace and love.